she feel very guilty. She feel very guilty about her own thoughts, her own thing. But after a while, she understand, and that is just my struggle at that moment. I'm still loving him. I'm still trying my best. It's just at that moment that I.
This podcast shares personal stories and professional insights, but it's not a substitute for medical advice or therapy. If you're looking for support, do speak to someone qualified and trained in child development or special needs care. You'll find the full disclaimer on the screen and in the show note.
Welcome to another episode of Adapting Together. This is a podcast to empower, support and inspire parents and families who have children who is on the spectrum or has special needs. And in this episode, we are going to talk about acceptance and also more on self-care. How do we provide and care for our own needs as well at the same time? And we are very honored to have our guest, Miss Faith Foo, who is a highly regarded registered clinical counselor, and she offers support to individuals, couples, and families. And she's a very busy person, but nonetheless, she also agreed to sit down with us and have a chat to talk about this very important topic. And let's invite Faith. Thank you again, Faith, for agreeing to.
Thank you for inviting me today. It's such an honor to share and to bless the community. Yeah.
And I introduce our guest. I forget to introduce myself. My name is Kevin. I'm the co-host of the podcast. And I also have the other co-host, Carmen, who is also here. Yeah, so Faith, can we maybe kickstart it on a more casual tone?
Sure.
Would you mind share with us a bit more about you and what you do?
Okay, I am a EMDR Inspire coach and also therapist, right? Trained in this special technique called EMDR, which is the main things that I use to help people to have breakthrough, to find who they are. Yeah, so this is the work that I'm doing more now, and a lot of training to help people understanding burnout.
That's a very important and noble job.
Oh, yes. A lot of people don't even know they actually burn out, and they blame themselves for not performing, for feeling sad, So all these kind of things is we need to help them understand it's not their fault, right? Nothing wrong with them. They are just a phone without battery. Right?
It cannot function.
Yes, so when you recharge and then you will be back to voila, normal, right? So so people have to understand, they are just overworked.
So in this episode, basically we'll have two parts. Actually, one part is actually because the previous episode we talked about diagnosis, right? How when parents come to get to know the child, it's actually special on the spectrum. So they got the diagnosis, and definitely it's actually this news is shocking for the parents, right? So we want to bring Faith this episode to come in is actually to help the parents to how to journey, until to accept this diagnosis. Then about self-care.
Yes,
that's very
right.
important. So in your experience, maybe in your experience supporting Malaysia families, what are the most common reaction when a parents in Malaysia, especially when they hear this diagnosis, oh, your child is actually on the spectrum, or your child is an autism, spectrum. So what do you think the most first reaction at the parents?
I'm sure first, is shock. You are definitely shocked to hear that, and it comes with grief, right, and helplessness, and also in denial, right? It's very hard to accept. It's not just about autism, right? Anything, right? Any of us that go to a doctor, if a doctor give us a diagnosis that we have certain disease or certain things, right? It always shocking, and it's very hard to accept because it's not just about the acceptance, it's not just about what happened to the child, it's also about the future.
Correct.
The whole future shifted The whole dynamic, everything that you see is like you're seeing a thing, and then suddenly it's like all collapse. And then you have to rebuild, you have to see it. So it's actually quite a fear, a lot of fears. It's intense fears. So it takes a lot of time for that, all the emotion to settle, because there's a mixture of emotions going on. So to let all this emotion really come down and settle, then the acceptance will slowly come. But some people, you can see some people can accept it faster, but some people accept it longer, and some might not even accept. Yeah.
That means they are living in the denial.
Yes. Because it's not just about having an autistic child, right? It's like if you have someone who passed away, right? You can see some, they cope well, they can move on, right? But some people, they are always in denial and thinking that person is still alive, right? So even when you have dinner, you put extra plates and extra things. So all this takes time. Yeah, and also depends on how impactful of the event, and also depends on the support system that you have. So the acceptance is easily accept when you have all these things, supporting you, people understand, you have a community, you have understanding where to seek help. But if you don't have that, it takes longer time for you to accept. Yeah.
So maybe you can walk us through what actually acceptance might look like.
Yeah. Acceptance is not a single event that the doctor say you have an autistic child, then I accept. Acceptance is really a process. It's like day to day, right? We accept bit by bit, right? And we take step, what to do for our future, what to do next, all right? So acceptance really takes time. Yeah, it's not say, oh, I take the diagnosis, now I accept it, right?
Yeah.
So it is a process when you come to be at peace, right? Now I'm okay to know that my child is autistic, and I have a plan, and I know the step by step what to do, how to seek help, what to look for. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a learning process.
Yes.
Is acceptance very important?
Oh, yes. If you cannot accept, then you are stuck. The faster you accept, because acceptance means I accept my child is autistic, then straight away you will look for the solution, isn't it? Like what next, right? Should I go and look for a special school? Should I look for what? But if you do not accept, you are in denial, then you're not going to do anything. You're just thinking that, okay, my child is just normal, it's just slow to talk and right? And then if you're not doing anything about it, that's where the consequences, right? Then you might send the child to a normal school, and he or she will get a lot of pressure, will be very hard to catch up, and that will create another problem. And even the parents, right? If you do not accept, and then you will keep having an expectation for them to behave normal in a public place, and that's where the damage. Yeah. So the faster you accept, the faster you find solution, the faster you look into the problem. Yeah.
Will that parents also actually they kind of know that they are accepting it, but after a while they actually fall into, denial again and accepting. Is that also one of the journey?
Yes. This is part of the journey. You will be in and out. You are in and out of that state. It's not that once you accept and then everything sail through.
Yes,
you will
correct.
be back to in denial. It's like sometimes it's basic human nature that I dream, right? And then it'll be okay. And then he's suddenly doctor will give another different diagnosis, right? Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just basic human nature. We all have hopes. We all have dreams, right? Like I say, the minute we accept it, then we can do something, and even we can wish something better, having a dream that we can see him, graduating, getting married. All this is just a normal things for human being to have.
So acceptance is very important, but it doesn't mean that once you help yourself to accept, you cannot go back to having hope and expectation again.
Yes,
Doesn't
yes,
mean you
yes.
have to let go of everything.
Doesn't mean also you don't get disappointed. Doesn't mean also you will not get upset. For example, right, you send your child to a special school and then you wish he do well and then he really do not do well that semester. It's kind of up and down thing, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some culturally unique pressures Malaysian parents might feel when they receive a diagnosis like autism?
Well, if we all Malaysian, right? We know Malaysian culture. That certain rural area, like kampong area, some people believe this is a supernatural thing, right? For example, I just give you something that makes you laugh. When I share with my kakak that clean our office, once a week they will come 1 or 2 times. So the kakak was very curious, like, hey, what is this center doing? So she's a Malay, so I from Indonesia. So I explained to her what we do, and you know what she say? Oh, it's just like those. The Malay word is jamji, the guru. I mean, in my kampong, those bomo kind of things. Like I was so laughing. I was like, oh my God, I'm a witch doctor, for them. So sometimes, and also because of the judgment of others people, being you're afraid to be criticized, you're afraid people will judge you, how they look at your child, how they look at you. So this is some of the problem that culturally is very stigmatized.
Yes, it's very challenging.
This is
very
the pressure that work against us getting the acceptance.
Yes. It's like you see a child that misbehave, right? So autistic child, they cannot help themselves. If you see them misbehave, jumping here, then everybody will look at you like, how come you don't discipline your child? Bad parents. So that's the difficult part.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So I think if any parents maybe want some advice, what is something they can do how can they accept, or seeing a counselor, how does it help? Maybe you can share a little.
Definitely seeing a counselor will help because then you will have a safe place to talk about all your emotion. You have a safe place and somebody who validate your experience, somebody who listen and not judging you. So seeing a counselor is actually basically you do have that place to talk about all this. I mean, this is from my friend, right? She have her autistic son. His son now is late 20s, about 30 years old. He's one of my good friend. Her son is diagnosed with autistic since born not long. And also with deaf and dumb. Is high spectrum autistic. So she do share with us some dark secret of herself, like her journey of raising that child is really not easy. Even she accepted, she learned sign language, she joined a lot of support group. She sent her child to special needs school. She learned a lot about autism, but doesn't mean she don't struggle.
Yeah, correct.
During the struggle, she say she's a Christian herself. Like even she sometimes so tired that she go to a shopping mall, right? She was just like, oh, should I just leave my son here? I just leave, And we don't blame her because it's just a normal human being. When you're overwhelmed, you're too tired, too much. But of course, she go back and the first few times she feel very guilty. She feel very guilty about her own thoughts, her own thing, but after a while, she understand, and that is just my struggle at that moment. I'm still loving him. I'm still trying my best. It's just at that moment that I thin out, right? Stress,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So all she need to do is do more self-care. She need to really take care of herself.
Yes.
And now her relationship and her son is the most beautiful. Is really like she'll go movie with him,
So
Yeah, she
nice.
had lots of special dates with the son.
So
yeah,
good.
she's very, very close. It's like so beautiful to see her Facebook and see all those
Yes.
things.
Yeah, actually, this is one of our goal for our podcast.
Of
Is
course.
actually to make the parents feel that actually you are not alone.
Yeah.
and
don't
journey
blame-
with our
yeah.
kids is actually very beautiful.
Don't really blame yourself when you
Yeah.
have all these thoughts coming to you that it seems like, oh my God, why am I such a bad mother that I want to leave my son in the mall and don't want him, right?
Yeah.
It's just a split second. And it's not that you are really doing it. It's just your body, your mind, your emotion telling you you need rest. You stretch yourself too much, and that's all. It's really not about leaving your son. It's really about yourself need rest. It's really like I need to recharge.
It's a sign.
It's a sign about me too tired. It's really not about you literally want to do that or you don't love your son at all. It's like
Yeah.
it's really two different things. Yeah.
We have to learn to separate that. Our thoughts. We
Yes,
have
and
a
our
lot
feeling.
of thoughts every day.
Yes. You don't have to literally. For example, if we are angry when we are young, right? We in our thoughts it's like, I wish this is not my mom. I wish I can, my mom disappear from the. It's just a thought, but we don't really want that happen. It's not a true wish, but it's just a thought because at that moment I'm angry. At that moment my mom don't understand me.
Yes, correct.
So you have to understand all this is just thoughts in our head, but doesn't mean we are really doing it. Yes.
So just now, I think you mentioned about self-care. That's actually one of our next topic, which is very important. Self-care is often, misunderstood as like, a spa day. Self-care meaning you need to go spa, you go say, you need to buy a branded bag, or go travel, So what does self-care really means, for our parents who have a child on the spectrum?
You see, self-care is not just about that, right? So it is about you do something that recharge you. You do something that makes you happy. You do something that you come back, you are happier. You do something that you come back, you feel your energy is filled up. So if you go to massage, it's just a chore. I need to take a massage. But you come back, you're not happy. So that's not the right way. You have to know what makes you happy just for that 1 hour. For example, hiking for me, right? So if I go hiking for 1 hour, I come back, I feel very happy and recharged. Yes. So it is your needs. Self-care is about attending to your needs. What is your needs?
Yes.
Your needs first. Okay? So do the one thing that you always wish to do. For example, right, some people, their hobby is really singing. But because of the busyness, I have to cook for my child, I have to rush home. Long time I've never sang in karaoke. So that's the one. Yeah, right? And self-care is not about 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. It's also just a space for yourself to connect with yourself. For example, just 5 minutes inside your car after work, before you step into your house, you just stay 5 minutes. Then you shift gear. Now I come home as a mom. You don't bring all the stress. You just relax 5 minutes in your car. You listen to music. You just give the 5 minutes just to yourself. Right? So self-care is really about yourself. Giving the time for yourself. Giving the time to attend to your needs.
Do what you love also.
Yes, it's not just like, go massage means I'm self-care. But do I come out from the massage feeling happier, energized? So if it's not, then that's not the things for you. Yeah, of course, massage is good. It's to relax our body, is to relax our muscle. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But you have to find because your energy is depleting every day. You're doing so much for your child, your family. So you have to think about what kind of charge your battery, right?
It's not necessary physically.
No, not necessary.
Recharge, right? It can be mentally as well.
Yes. It can be, right? For me, my core strength is appreciation of beauty. So there's a moment in my life I'm so busy. So I'm too busy that I have not seen anything beautiful, like go to the art gallery or go to the nature. So I felt something wrong. So when I look back, a reminder of my core strength is to appreciate your beauty. So I go to the nature. Then I go and see something beautiful. And I feel the energy come back. It's literally putting your handphone and charge, right? So you have to find something that really charge your battery up. It's just like you've been charging your battery every day, right? But how many of us really charge ourselves?
You have to do more than that.
Yes. So the battery is not more important than you. You are more important than the handphone, isn't it?
Correct. If we are not well, then having the best phone, the most expensive one, it doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah, because no happy you, no happy mother, no happy father. No happy you, no happy son to your parents, no happy friends to your colleagues, no happy spouse to your wife, right? So only when you are happy, only Kevin is happy, everyone around you is happy, because happy Kevin means happy father, means happy son. As a son to your parents, means a happy friend to your friend, means you are happy colleagues to your colleagues. But if you are not happy, then all this role that you are playing, you are not happy.
Yes. If my son is happy, I think also have happy therapies, right, Carmen? So it's very important we begin from ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. So we also noticed that there are many parents, actually they are so, because their schedule is so hectic, sometimes they, morning has to get up earlier, get the child ready to go send for therapy, then have to be on time to pick them up, then they also have their own job, household chores to complete, a lot of things to do.
Yep.
We actually would like to take this opportunity to talk about, the sign of burnout.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Spot it or recognize it.
Okay, the sign of burnout, right? It doesn't happen just one day. It really creep in slowly. Just like how your handphone get blacked out. Because the battery from 90% to 80% to 60% to 50% and then 10%, and then it will go bling, 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 right? So the bling, bling, so when it go down, it's slowly, so a little bit, okay, for example, you can start to see like you used to be very patient with your child and now you start to get impatient, right? And you start to get upset, triggered, get angry very easily, right? So all this is like escalating, right? Of course, other signs will be you cannot sleep, right? You change of weight, either you lost of weight or you put on a lot of weight, you eat a lot, right? So it's either, of course, you start to have the signs of depression, right? So for example, you just cry without knowing any reason. You just sit there and then you feel like crying. Helplessness came in. And of course, the worst is suicidal thought try to creep in. And that will be the worst. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, burnout is actually quite come to an alarming situation.
Yes,
so before that, maybe it's just stress.
Yes,
then,
it's just stress. It starts with stress, and then the stress prolong. Okay, and prolong for long time. It's like you stress a rubber band. Okay, this is the optimum of the rubber band, right? But you stress rubber band longer. I mean, harder. It will eventually come to a snapping point, isn't it?
And our hands will feel pain also.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe what is your advice, and what the parents can do when they come to this point, the burnout?
Yes. So don't wait until it comes to burnout. Okay.
Yeah.
So do more self-care. We just talked about just now, right? So you really have to charge yourself every day. Okay, you cannot charge like after you do so much after 3 years, after 4 years only you give yourself a break. It literally you have to maintain your health every day, right? Don't forget about yourself, because without you, no happy mother, no happy father, no happy child, right?
Yes, correct.
So only you happy, then the child can be happy, right? So for example, you take an airplane, all the air hostess will tell you, right? When the air mask drop down, you assist yourself first or you assist your child first?
Put on yourself first, the oxygen mask.
Isn't it? But a lot of people if you don't understand that principle, a lot of people will say that is very selfish.
Selfish.
Right?
Yes,
You don't
correct.
care about your child, then everybody will judge you, right?
Yeah.
You should put on your mask on your child first. But there's a logic why we need to put on ourselves first. Why?
Because the child depends on the parent.
Exactly, right? Because if you faint before you even fully assist your child, both of you die, right?
Yes,
so you
correct.
have to really make sure you are steady enough, and then you breathe in, and then you can do whatever. You can take longer time. So the principle is really, really all about ourselves first. Yeah, because the happier we are, the more resource we have, then we can do more, right? If we are depleted, then we come from a ground zero. We come from an empty tank,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
even you are Mercedes-Benz, you don't have petrol, what happened? There's no use. Yeah, no use being a BMW or a Merc, right? If you don't have petrol, right? So you just have to remember to pump petrol in yourself. It's really about the parents first.
But how is there a way we can help the parents understand and feel less guilty that they need to take care of their own needs first?
Again, right, remind them about the air mask drop down. Please put on yourself first, right? And why I need to do that? Why I go for self-care? Why I take a break? Why I go to the garden? Why I take 5 minutes? Is because I want to love my child more. I want him to have the best of me, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
So when we do that, so you shouldn't feel guilty because you're doing that for them, right? Yeah. So the more you're happy, I'm doing this is for my child, right? Because I want to go home, I'm happy, I'm more patient, right? I can tell him 10 times. But if I didn't take care of myself, the minute I step into the house, I will be very impatient about why you do this, why you're like that, right? So I'm doing this is because I'm doing it for them.
So reframe it to see
Yes.
how it benefits the child.
Yes. And exactly, actually, all these things, we're actually benefiting the people around us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not selfish at all for you to do that. So there shouldn't be any guilt. Yeah.
Okay. We also know that like a lot of parents when they get this diagnosis, they also feel like they're trying. Some parents stop going for party, stop joining family gatherings. They try to isolate.
Yeah.
Why do all these parents will do so?
Because of the basically you don't feel good when people ask you and find out that you have an autistic child and about sometimes people who don't understand, then they will judge you. They give you the advice that you don't want to hear. Tell you do
All the
this.
friendly advice.
Yeah. But they're actually out of good heart, right? They are out of good, but you don't feel they don't feel validated. They don't feel understood. So going for a party or things like that and meeting people who don't understand your situation sometimes is really tough, right? You don't feel understood. I think that makes them want to isolate from their friends and whoever. Yeah.
I cannot understand this because I have not gone through this reluctance to go out. But I can understand that it can be tiring if someone continuously want to offer you advice from a good place. But we have to take it in and smile and say thank you when we know that you don't really understand my situation that well.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I do have a client last time that they lost a child, right? And they tend to be very partying kind of thing, but people start to be normal with them and don't even want to talk about the topic, right? So she felt very left out. She felt people don't care about but I guess just people don't really know how to talk about it,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So people, if you go out and people try to avoid the topic, asking about your son, don't you want to talk about your family, you also feel weird. Yes, it's like why everybody avoid asking me. It also feel weird.
Yes.
Asking you too much is also weird.
weird.
Yeah, not asking because so it's very tough situation to be.
It's not easy for all party. I guess what is good is to have people listen
Yes, that's right.
and purposely avoid talking. Is like I don't want anyone to sympathize me. I just need you to understand me. I think that's the
Yes,
gist.
that's empathize. Yeah, and we just want people to empathize with us and not sympathize with us. Yeah.
At the same time, I believe if parents already accept, can accept the child already went through the acceptance process, I think things will become more natural.
Yeah, I think first is really themselves. I have to
Yeah,
accept,
right,
then
yes.
then yeah, once I accept, then other people can. If I myself don't accept, then it's very hard. Yeah.
Very challenging.
Yes, correct. Just now we talked a little bit about the self-care, and we just would like to know any grounding technique or short breathing exercise that that work, especially for parents who are in a very stressful situation. Yes.
And there are many in YouTube. So all this 5 minutes self meditation, a few minutes, deep breathing. All of us know all these things, and it's so available everywhere. Like how to ground yourself. The using your 5 senses, right? It's all available, right? So to make ourselves calm down, like in the car, right? You just have to relax in your car, right? And ground yourself. It's like look around, right? Wow. Then you start to see the gardens outside, the trees. It's like, wow, right? Things are beautiful. And then you start to hear the birds singing, right? And you hear the wind sound, or you hear children running, giggling. So you use all these 5 senses to ground yourself back to reality in life, that you don't go into the future, all the scary stuff, or in the past, all the guilty stuff, right? That makes you worried. So using all your 5 senses is a very good thing to ground yourself. Your eyes, what you see, what you hear, smell, right? The grass, after rain, sometimes you even can just eat something, have a sweet, have a gums, and then chew and feel your body. Okay, be aware of the sensation of your body where you carry the stress, and then you relax your muscle, and then of course all this deep breathing you can find in YouTube. All these exercises, there's many, but I really encourage you how simple it is, and you don't have to take a lot of time. It's only 1-2 minutes or 5 minutes. Just do the 5 minutes. It's like just give yourself 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
Just 5 minutes.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah, it's just like before you step out into your house, you just sit in your car for 5 minutes and do a deep breathing, right? You don't have to go massage 1 hour. If you really say you're busy, you don't have the time to do all this. All you need is 5 minutes, maybe in the morning, give yourself the time, right? Take a shower, do a mindful shower. Really enjoy the shower, no rush, no nothing. Enjoy the water running down your body. That's called take a mindful bath. And that only a few minutes, and you have to bathe anyway, right?
Yes.
So, but do it more mindfully rather than rush.
Yeah. So meaning at that moment, try to put aside just the 5 minutes. Try to put aside your child.
Yes, and
your chores
if
later.
you take shower 2 times a day, you already done that 2 times a day.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So you don't have to I don't have time, I have to go appointment, 1 hour massage. No, it's really not about that. It's really, you spend the time, if you're in the toilet taking your shower, you're already there, right? But at that moment, that's your sacred place, that your time. Enjoy it, right? Take it longer than usual. Right, and that's that time nobody can actually come and disturb you. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's so important.
Yes,
for
it's
that
really,
few
really
minutes,
important.
because sometimes when people who are stressed or burnout, they don't identify that they need that, and they're just constantly moving. For them, this is like I'm solving the problem.
It's like fighting the stress with.
Yeah. For example, if you're something happened, right? Something really challenging happens to you. Let's say you're working, right? So let's say your boss suddenly scold you, right? You don't continue that, I need to solve the problems straight away, go to your computer and start doing, right? Take a 5 minute out from, just sit down and just process, hey, what's going on? And notice what you are feeling, and then, process all those things first before you start focusing, solving the problem. Don't go straight to the problem.
Take a few steps back.
Yeah. Of course, it's easier than that. Many people, it's so hard that we literally have to be so aware. We literally really have to press the pause button. Yeah, because it's an automatic pilot mode. It's just play. You literally have to be very self-aware. And that takes a lot of time to practice. It's not as easy as you say. It's really about stop. Yeah, you have to keep doing that until it becomes your habit.
And I think this is why the shower is so important, because it is something that we need to do more than once a day. So it's a natural pause.
Yeah, that's right. So don't rush. Take your time. Enjoy the the water, the warmth, and then you are correct. Buy something that fragrance that very enjoy, that you love, right? Like essentials. Body shower.
Some smell like lavender that can help with.
You can even put some candle. Right.
Okay.
At
the same time, you basically shower.
You already have your spa.
And get the spa therapeutic.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Really appreciate that input, because I like the 5 senses that we actually, all of us have it, and we
doesn't use it.
Yeah, doesn't use it. And when we use it, it's so beautiful.
Because the minute you are in the present, because why we are stressed, because we are not in the present, because our mind, the Harvard Business School, right? They say the mind is either in the past or in the future. Because once your mind is in the past, it's all regret, shame, guilt. In the future, worry, concern, right? You forget about now, right? Nothing happened. Your child is perfectly okay. You're playing with him. You don't have to think about anything. It's right here, right this moment. Don't forget about this moment. So if your mind going to the past or the future, you miss out what is going on now. Yeah, you go too far about what happened to him when he's 18 years old. Where should I? But how about now? Correct. He is right in front of you, talking to you, smiling at you. Yeah, it's all about the now that is very important.
Yes, that we did. A lot of time we miss a lot of beautiful pictures.
Yeah, we go too fast. We are looking at when he grow old, 18 years old, who's going to take care of him? I getting old and things. But the beautiful moment is right here, right now.
Now is the bridge that gets us there. But if you only look at the far place, right?
That's why a lot of parents, they will say that only, the therapists, you all can see the progress, for them, because they are aiming very far. But what we see is that, hey, today he started to say bye-bye, or today he started to point,
Yes, that's right.
Today he can blow his first candle, for example, So all these are the things that therapists can see, because we are not parents, right? We are the one that we live in this moment and wanted to help our client to improve, to learn skill, and be better. Yes, I think that is why some parents feel like, hey, I don't see this, maybe for
because
them.
they see the future. They want to see
which
that
is also,
happen. It's too big.
Understand.
It's too big a gap.
Correct.
Right? But for us, therapy, we say today, because this is a syllabus, we want to see the progress, right? They're supposed to progress in 1 cm, right? So we are focusing on the progress. We did it, right? We want them to say bye, right? So wow, we managed to help them say bye-bye, right? But parents, usually they focus on the future, right? So they really want to see things fast happen because they are anxious.
Correct.
They're scared it's not going to happen. So it's a little bit too far away. The expectation a little bit too high. But for teacher, right, you have a guide, right? We want this to happen. So we want 1 cm of growth. So we literally look for the growth 1 cm.
But with this session, I think as a therapist, we also understand where the parents come from, why they actually, seeing so far. But we also would like to come to the meeting point where we all balance, right, and celebrate the milestone together.
It's normal to think about the future because
It's normal to plan.
but
We
it's-
need
yeah,
to.
it's normal.
Yeah. But we also need to know the process.
Correct.
Yeah. Because you don't start the process, then the future will not happen.
Yes, and also if you are too focused on the future, it might prevent you from doing what you need to do now, and that is where it's not healthy.
Because to reach the future, right, it has to happen today now.
Yes,
right? If I
correct.
want to see him talking or learning, whatever, it has to happen today, right?
Yes,
Which is
correct.
me and him now. How can I teach him now? How can I sit him down and learn with me now, right? Yeah.
Very, very good.
It's a very powerful reminder to not forget about now.
Yeah. It's the seed that you sow today, right? It's the A that you teach him today, okay? And the B you teach him tomorrow. So that A, B, C, D, E is the one that he's going to make a sentence in 1 year time.
Correct.
Without the A and the B and the C, it's not going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
So don't minimize the A. Don't minimize the A, B, C. It is the most important thing. It's the most basic things. It has to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So we come to the end of this episode. So if a parent's listening now and feel completely alone, what would you say to them?
You are not alone. Okay. We are here. There's all these people are really doing this work. We have your back, and it's okay. Today you are doing your best. This is the best that you are doing. Okay, so don't judge yourself. Don't because the minute you know what to do better, you will definitely do better. This is already your best, and not so harsh on yourself, right? Take care of yourself. You are the most important person, not anyone else. Yeah. The happier you are, the happier your child will be.
Thank you, Faith.
Yeah, you're most welcome.
Yes.
So like Faith just rightly point out, you are not alone. We are not alone. We have your backs. Just don't turn your back away from us. Okay.
Let people help, accept help, accept support, because we all take turns, right? Even therapies, I need support, I need help when I'm down, right? So when my friend's down, then we all take turns. We just carry one another burdens, right? It's too heavy on my shoulder. You please help me carry for a while. And then when you need my time to carry, then I'll carry for you. Yeah, that's humanity. That's what humanity is about. Being there to help one another.
Thank you, Faith. So if any of our listener needs to speak with you or have words from you or needs you to help them carry a bit of their burden, how can they reach out to you? Can we put your address and office and
Yes,
contact in
definitely,
the show notes?
definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you,
most
Faith.
welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.